So you've been searching for weeks, maybe even months. You've walked through what feels like a million houses, but then it happens. You find the one. And just when you're popping the champagne, this massive document lands in your inbox, the home inspection report. It can feel like the final boss in the home buying game. But don't worry, we're going to decode this thing together.
I mean, just look at it. This is the moment, right? You can already picture your life here. The curb appeal is amazing. The neighborhood is perfect. All the boxes are checked. It's just an incredible feeling. And let's be honest, you're already mentally moving in. And boom, suddenly that perfect dream feels like it's on pretty shaky ground. We're talking dozens of pages filled with all this technical jargon and pictures of problems you didn't even see when you walked through. It's totally overwhelming, and yeah, it's easy to start panicking a little.
But here's the secret. This document is not a deal killer. Think of it more like a roadmap. It's actually designed to give you a complete, totally unbiased look at the property. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's learn how to read this map. Okay, this line, which is usually buried in the fine print, is absolutely crucial. An inspection is just a snapshot in time. It's what the inspector could see on that one particular day. They don't have X-ray vision, They can't see inside the walls or predict what's going to break next year. This really sets the stage for what we can realistically expect. And wow, the scope is huge. They're looking at literally everything from the ground up. The driveway, the roof, the very bones of the house, plus all the major systems that make it run. The HVAC, the electrical, the plumbing. Seeing this list really helps you appreciate just how thorough this thing is supposed to be.
All right, pro tip number 1, and this is the most important one. Resist the urge to immediately flip to page 37 and freak out about a photo of a cracked tile. Seriously, before you get lost in the weeds, go straight to the summary.
This is your executive summary, the highlight reel. The report itself even calls these things major defects that need further evaluation. So this isn't the list of every little paint scuff. This is the inspector basically saying, hey, listen up, you need to pay very close attention to these specific things, and you're probably going to need to call a specialist.
Now that we've got our bearings from the summary, let's do it. Let's take a quick walkthrough of the property. Using the inspector's own photos as our guide, we're going to see exactly what they saw. So right off the bat, the exterior inspection flagged a couple of things. The photo on the left, it shows some uneven driveway bricks, which is, a potential trip hazard. And on the right, that blue tape is highlighting some cracks in the patio slab that definitely need to be repaired before they get any worse.
Now, before we get to the next issue, the report actually gives us a little definition of stucco. And it's important to know this. It's not just paint, it's this whole multi-layered masonry surface. Understanding that helps you realize why the next thing they found is a pretty big deal.
And here you go. This is one of the report's key structural findings. You can see the blue tape clearly marking all these spots where the stucco is either cracked or in some places just missing entirely. This isn't just about how it looks. This can point to much deeper problems. And this right here is why you read the details. The inspector isn't just saying, hey, go fix the crack. They're giving you some critical advice. You have to figure out why it's cracking in the first place. Is it a moisture issue? Is the house settling weirdly? Just patching it up would be like putting a Band-Aid on a broken arm. You have to treat the cause, not just the symptom. Okay, let's head inside to the electrical panel. Now, this might seem kind of minor, but it's a perfect example of a really common and important finding. The directory is totally blank. I mean, just imagine trying to shut off the power to a specific room in an emergency. It's a safety thing, it's a convenience thing, and while it's an easy fix, you have to know about it first. So, you see, not all of these findings are created equal, and that is the crucial point. Your job now is to sift through this whole report and separate the big, scary monsters from the little gremlins you can take care of on a Saturday afternoon. So let's try to categorize a few things. On the left, we've got stuff from the report like scratches on the countertops or some damaged baseboards. These are mostly cosmetic, right? Things you can fix yourself. But on the right, we have the issues that actually affect the home's safety, its function, or its structural integrity. Learning to see this difference, that's the key to using this report like a pro. It's so easy to get bogged down in all the negatives. But remember, an inspection report is also a validation. The inspector is testing all these systems, and a lot of the time, they're going to find things that are in fantastic shape.
For instance, you're scrolling through the HVAC section and you come across this number, 18 degrees Fahrenheit. What on earth does that even mean? It means the air conditioning is working beautifully. The inspector measured the air going into the unit and the air coming out, and a drop of 18 degrees is the sign of a really healthy, efficient system. That's fantastic news, and it's just sitting there, buried in all the technical data. So, you've read the report, you've sorted the major stuff from the minor, you've even found some good news. Now what? How do you actually turn this document into a real decision? Let's talk about your action plan. Okay, here's your playbook. Step 1, read the whole thing. The details give you crucial context. Step 2, get strategic cost estimates for the big stuff. For that stucco issue, for example, don't just ask how much to patch it. Ask for 2 numbers, the cost to patch and the cost to fix the root cause and replace it. That tells you if you're looking at a $1,000 problem or a $10,000 one. Step 3, talk strategy with your agent. Armed with those costs, you can ask the seller for repairs, or maybe for a credit at closing, or just a straight price reduction. And finally, step 4, you decide. This isn't just about money. It's about what you're willing and able to take on. And that's really what this all boils down to. The report is your single most powerful negotiation tool. It completely changes the conversation from, well, I kind of feel like the price is a little high, to, here is an expert third-party assessment detailing $10,000 in necessary structural repairs. It's not about winning or losing, it's about getting to a fair price for the home's actual condition. So as you look at your own report, just ask yourself this one question. Is this a health checkup that's just revealed a few scrapes and bruises that a little bit of TLC can vex? Or is it pointing to something deeper, a structural problem, a broken bone that could affect the long-term health of this house? The report gives you all the data, but you, as the future homeowner, you get to make the final diagnosis.